sideline. That's the Chargers head coach. His guys playing well, 4-2 through the first 6 games. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olsen here in the booth. Off we go on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make a bigger impact overall. It certainly wasn't bad. I mean, no interceptions, protected the ball. But he needs to do more. He needs to kind of let it loose and take some more shots downfield and maybe throw into some tighter windows. For his team to win, this offense needs to be better, and at the front of that is the play of the quarterback.
Quickly to the outside and complete. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Nothing real fancy when you look back on last week's game, Mike. I mean, he had the 2 touchdown passes, of course, the 1 interception he'd love to have back. But for the most part, I thought he was really efficient. I thought he did a nice job operating the system. And there's actually some more plays that he left out there. So I think he can build off a lot of that, try to improve in this one today.
Here's a designed run. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. This brought in out past the 20. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Here's a first carry for their running back.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now, faking the give. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down. On comes the punter now. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for and taken successfully. The Dragons offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll search for the first point of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now it's Dobbins. He'll try to keep his footing. Manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. A run with Dobbins. He's got it. That's a first down at the cross midfield. And down to the 47-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 17 yards. That's enough for a first down.
The 31-yard line.
Here's Dobbins. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Dragons will take a 3-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 12 more yards from him there, and another first down. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
37.
It's a gain of 5.
He'll drop to throw.
And 7.
Back over the middle and take it in. He's got it. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike. Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
19 more on that one, and another first down.
First down, Chargers.
One of the tight ends motions right. They'll stick with him again. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
21-yard line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's a three-point game here early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter. And they've got second and long, 2nd and 14. They'll motion the slot man right. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Got his man at the 6. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep it.
And he will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown, Chargers. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
The kick is good. Kicks the score. Chargers 7, Dragons 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dragons offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he continues to show off his ability to run with the football when the situation calls for it. He is the NFL's leader in rush yards at the quarterback position. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down. Look at the 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now a toss play, running left. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. Well, that helps to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
They'll look to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. And that will be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. That's caught by Walker.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Third down, 3 to go. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And, they smack him down. There. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
And 10 at the Chargers' 24-yard line.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring it back. And I can tell you firsthand, like, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6. On the toss, they'll run. Crazy. And he's going to have the first down yard. Across the 50 to the 48.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. From the 41. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. That's caught. Outside. It's complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
A gain of 15. And the Chargers 1st down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. Greg and I will be right back after this. On 3rd down, we'll try to get it on the ground. And he's in to the end zone. Touchdown Chargers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Point after try forthcoming. He gets it to go, and the Chargers will take a 14-6 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Dragons offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. His throw left side is complete. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
San Antonio, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Thrown left side. The catch is made. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
3 yards to go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. Here's the punter now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Chargers offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. They'll look to set up the screen here. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Now a give on the ground. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the Chargers. Oh! And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Putting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. So, halftime straight ahead. And we'll send it to Scott Hanson as the EA Sports.
Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good matchup in the NFC. All right, Mike, thanks very much. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. And this is the running back for the visitors. He's going to take it in. 18 yards away. It's a touchdown. This one's at halftime.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dragons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been doing it through the air and on the ground this first month of the season, currently leading the NFL in rush yards by a quarterback. He'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll knock him down just shy of the 40. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. Now a give up the middle. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
2-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Handoff here, up the middle. Woo! Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll go with the counter on first down. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. That's enough for a first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete. Second and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete.
In the end zone. Brings up third down and 10.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Dragons are back within 5.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Chargers offense, and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 7. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
This is 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll throw out of the gun. Now he'll air one out. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. The Chargers get set to kick it away, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Dragons offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Trying to start on the ground. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 11.
Going up top. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down. The Dragons punt team unit comes out. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and their running back set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers. It's a gain of 9. Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. They'll send their tight end left. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get the 1st down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Putting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Up the middle they go. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Right back to him on first down. Whoa! He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
First down, Chargers.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll stay on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down, they need 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Now, faking the give. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be close to the first down. Looking just a yard short on the line to gain, so that'll bring up third and short yardage. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on third and inches. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across. End zone. Touchdown, Chargers. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Now a timeout for injury. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dragons offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Throwing off his back foot and he's taken in. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Still second down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 5. Following the penalty, they'll run it. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. Offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
He's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll run. It's a counter. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. This one tapped forward on the pop pass. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. First down throw there is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll step up and run this. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They motion a receiver right. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's able to push his way forward. A gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. To the ground, the 1st down run. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
At the 18-yard line.
That'll give. He's on the ground. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It's 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in.
That's interference.
That might make this a 1st down. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, San Antonio. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chargers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Receiver in motion, headed left. They'll go with a counter on 1st down. Punting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They'll try to run with their fullback. And he's going to have that 1st down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. A tight end in motion now. Own back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll stick with him again. A big hole. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown Chargers. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. And the extra point is good. As the Chargers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Dragons offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as